What's going on, everybody? That Aussie FG here. Hope everyone's having a great day. Today we're bringing you a headlight restoration video and then maybe a little bit of fun with my remote control car that I used to use for racing a couple of years ago. Looked at it, thought it might be a bit fun. So we'll get to that. But first off, we've got my mate's 2008, I believe, WRX Bugeye headlights. And he's asked me to do a little bit of a restoration. So I've already done this one over here. As you can see, it's actually quite a bit clearer. Nothing too major, but I thought I'd just show you a very simplified version of the big complicated process that everyone seems to believe about clearing up some headlights. It's actually probably the easiest thing you can ever do for your car. So first off, we can get this off out the way because that's all done. So coming back over here, so mostly we're just looking for any of the hazing, fogging, any specific differences on the surface that'll need to have less attention given to it because it's already clear through that. And obviously any cracking, anything around that can cause any issues, but these are, well, he picked them up for quite cheap, but they're actually in really good condition. They're just a bit hazed, so this will be really easy. So all I've got at the moment is just a couple pieces of 2000 grit sandpaper. Now, most people use lots of stages for this, but just a light restoration should only require just something like this and a bit of water. So we'll get that nice and wet and just get straight into it. Want to keep the strokes nice and simple, nothing too complicated. The less you move around, the more likely it'll be easy to buff through later when we use the buffer to smooth off the surface and get it nice and shiny. Make sure to keep it nice and wet. You really don't want to sand these dry because then you have to spend a lot more time buffing all the marks that you've just put in with the sandpaper out of it. At this point of having done so much work with the buffing wheel and sanding too many times doing paint work, I tend to just need to go one lot of heavy cut and one lot of light finish polishing, and then after that everything seems to come out just nice. So we'll go a bit more aggressive with this. You can see all of that hazed surface is just coming off in this yucky yellow grime. And get a big dig into that around the spot where I had that white marking. Dig that off as best we can while the sandpaper's still got a little bit of grit left on it. So it's getting a bit dry. We'll probably ditch this one now since this one's now been used a fair bit and go to a new piece. Back at it again. I want to try and pay attention to any areas like around here where you can see extra yellowing. We want to really focus on that because that's where it's going to make the biggest difference. And obviously we want to even it out. Follow it through, make sure all the edges are kept up because the edges will make a big difference when it comes to the overall look once they're installed. Go one more lot, quick sanding. I can feel the surface is really nice and smooth and silk now, which is a really good sign. It means we've gotten through any sort of a rough, rigid surfacing that was causing any sort of after effects. Apologies if the camera view comes off, it's a bit hard to do this with two hands and holding the camera somewhere else. Alright, now that we've got that all cleaned up, just got some chemical cleaner, Clarity from NV, something simple. Most of this is actually water at this point. And just a microfiber, doesn't really matter if it's too clean, too dirty, we just want to get that off. Alright, nice. So now that we can see that there's actually no real yellowing left to it, it's just all fogged up from scratching it with a 2000 grit. Which is why I'm actually really glad we use that 2000 because it's so light that these are actually very minimal scratch marks, and so we'll be able to buff that out real smooth. Alright, coming over to the buffer. I got yellow diamond cut pad. This is probably a mid-high grade for cutting, not too firm, not too soft. Get that locked on there, and some cut this time. Don't have much, so we got to keep it quick and easy. On a reel though, geez, we might have to cut around that. Perfect. A little bit low on it, that's alright. Last cut job is always the best one. Try and get a good grip on this so we can do it nice and evenly. Get you guys at a decent angle. Just spread it out. This is probably going to get real noisy, so like last time I did a buffing episode, headphone users, be warned, this can probably get real loud. Do this one-handed. Alright, normally I wouldn't do these one-handed, but that's working pretty alright. I think you guys can already see that's actually a lot clearer, and it's still got compound on it. So once again, clarity. Microfiber, wipe it off. The reason I'm going in swells at this point is because we've already smoothed out that surface, and unlike paint, this is plastic, so it actually won't scratch the same way when you rub in circles on the surface. That's already looking real nice. So now we're just going to add a finishing touch to it. So we're going to switch over pads and compounds. So we're going to switch off of the heavy cutter, and now we're going to switch to my softest pad, the black pad. You can see how much thicker that is. Actually, let's do a quick comparison. So this is our pretty stiff yellow, and this is the soft black. You can see quite a bit of a difference in this. You know, folds, creases, does everything. This really doesn't want to play many games here. It's actually resisting quite a lot, which makes it quite a bit stiffer for hard tasks, but this should work out nicely. Alright, let's get this done. Once again, one-handed, tight grip, spread her out. There we go. Once again, some clarity to clean off that compound. I might just snag a new microfiber now. We've used the same one quite a few times, so we'll just snag a different one for this. Nothing too special. Get you guys at a good angle here. And there we go. So I go grab the other one now. Look at that, nice and fresh and clean. So hopefully my mate will really appreciate this, and he's probably going to get these actually sent off to get custom work done to these. So I might try and keep in tune with that, and when I get updates on that, I'll let you guys know, probably through TikTok in that case. But yeah, he's got some real flash custom ideas for these coming through, so make sure to let you guys know, hey? Alright, we're going to head over to this now, so if you guys are done with what you want to watch here, thanks for watching. If not, let's get on to a little bit of fun.